Hello and good fortune to you. We've got a hurtle now towards the wettest possible conclusion. I'm using the battle axe rather than the warhammer because I prefer it to look at, and we're gonna just, since we're in an easier area, we're gonna get all the chumleys up to snuff. I've got a goblin in front of me. Been painting a goblin for a little bit while I was It was one of the things I did while I had the set the gentleman to just run around in circles for a little while. One of the very important things that I did during that time was paint up a little bit of just a little bit of him. It's an extensive process, but I did his face, then his arms, and all the green bits essentially, as well as like a few other smaller details. What's annoying me is that I'm sort of struggling to do his face correctly. I can't get all of the... Like, there's a lot of detail that I just worry about. I'm not going to be able to do the details on his face because there's very small nooks. And I just can't, like, aside from, like, my general clumsiness, I really struggle to... Because, like, here's the thing. If you do with enough brush strokes, the bristles just sort of keep separating from each other, and so I get a two-pronged brush. Each prong being more or less like the size that I actually need of the brush generally at that point, but sadly being largely inseparable rather, from each other. And so impossible to really use effectively for detail work. And like I can't really do anything about it at that point, so I'm sort of left in fuck city without a penny to my name. I don't really know how to heal the issue. I've wondered if maybe I'm using too much paint at once as well, because it's sort of like the layered paints aren't getting the sort of effect that I want in some cases. So I've tried like removing the majority of that paint before I start work, because I just started noticing that anything that I painted like later on in that sort of brush use looked better, so I thought, well, maybe there's just too much paint on the brush at the outset. So unfortunately one of my goblins just sort of looks like his face is melting a bit on one side, but the other side's impeccable. Yeah, the fine details are really sort of fucking with me, and I don't know if there's a remedy for that quite yet. That's the one unfortunate thing about my experience with this hobby, is that just there's a lot of stuff for which I don't have the... I don't know if it's like even a matter of tools or just general ability, but like there's some experimentation that I'd like to be able to do, and I just like I would want to see how like different tools and resources sort of affected that, you know, but I don't strictly know of their availability, and like getting them is money. So, blech. You know, here we go. Here's the wide open wet Wednesday of modern grief. You left a potion in here as well for me to have. High potion for me. Right, what's in down your wet elevator shaft that I want? What could you possibly have down here? Burglaries. You just stole a... Well, I've got rings of stop that from needing. So it's not even that important anymore. You thought your burglary was clever, well mine is even more so. I went fishing once and you were the prize. Okay? Fuck you. It's just a cave of little burglars. There's just... okay, this... the large weapon is becoming difficult to hit the very quick small men with. I'll tell you something, for how much stuff went into the making of this, I am glad to be getting use out of it. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. It's disguised as a little chimpanzee. Not many people can pull that off. It's usually pretty obvious when something isn't a chimpanzee. But in this case, we managed to fool you. Well, that's... Konami, that's not fucking funny what you done there. I'm gonna go down the road. Boo 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 boo. Nobody can see me anymore, 'cause I've gotten my pine cone. So the pine cone of invisibility is the legendary item that we all know about. We all learned about it in school, in our invisible pine cones class. It's a very short module, there's only one. And that's why it's so remarkable, but we've got to make sure we cover it in the syllabus. So this is a unique door for us to go into. And that's all very well, and what are you? You look like just a dark crystal. You are just a dark crystal. Alright. There's this, which is the room that we've been able to see from the beginning. Another one of those boats. You're letting me hold two of those, are you? Honestly, thank you, because that'd be really annoying to know that I would have to come all the way back here upon having used the first one. So where was the other one? There wasn't any on here. Oh no, there wouldn't be, because that's 100% complete. Garibaldi Temple. It's down there, we still need to be. The aqueduct, there's one in the aqueduct. There's something going on in Taup City Central. We've got a remarkable amount of this all complete. Sort of got more covered than I thought we maybe would. I was afeared there would be significant portions of the maps that we'd miss, because I wasn't observant enough, but we largely seem to be taking care of things. I go all the way back to the teleport machine. I think you do seem to get larger amounts of crystals in later areas as well, because I'm really sort of feeling how slowly they're trickling in right now. What's all this then, hello? I have no interest in you. You can go back to your own day. I have my sights set on a more permanent wisdom. The one of the boy of soil. He knows what goes on in the earth. He has these talk to the worms. Have I gone the wrong... No, I haven't. It's okay. I didn't remember running into you the first time, which I do remember it now that I think. Now that I think back, it actually did happen. God, I'm just so confused. You've got to take notice of a boat. You have to, okay? What's this? A bit of tinfoil for me. Essentially. Festival has fallen in the biscuit tin. Ha 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 ha. Let's all laugh. Really laying into this person for falling into the biscuit tin. It's sort of a... I don't get that. You're just laughing at their misfortune. I mean, they've got biscuits now, but that's all they've got anymore. There's not a lot else in that tin. It's really there to serve one very specific purpose. There's not much infrastructure. Can't really get a lot done. Where am I going? Just backwards. Just backwards generally. Alright. Alright, we can do backwards. We can go backwards. Hey, look. Look. I can go backwards. Springy fish. Bouncy fish, jump in. It's incredible. The number of fish that jump at me when I stop to think. Alright. Phase 1 complete. And then what do you... And then you would also want... But it's an opportunity to switch to a sword, so I'll take it. We may as well... Come on, we may as well live in a house that's made out of fiberglass. If this is going to be the attitude you take every time you sink into the sea, come on, it's normal to do that. Imagine the inverse. If you'd float on the ocean, alright, then the seagulls would get you. You don't want the seagulls to get you, do you? An albatross could pierce you in the eye. You know, all the liquid's just fucked off, look. They're like, no, we don't have any more. That's enough for you. Dracula made all the wet go away. It made it into his castle. His castle's predominantly water, much like the human body. We can thus surmise that Dracula's castle is constructed of human flesh, definitely. Thematically appropriate. If not, we've got the antidote now. So that's cool. Don't roly-poly into me. Okay. There's other things to do besides that when you work at a joke machine shop which sells joke machines. Do the machines make jokes? Are the machines themselves a joke? You'll never know. You'll never know, we don't tell you, and you don't have an appropriate power source. You can't power the joke machine. Makes me wonder why people keep buying them. In their arrogance, they assume they'll find a way. But they never do in the end. They keep thinking, one day I'll find a double joke battery, and then it'll all be over. And I'm here to tell you, it fucking won't. Leave all of this out. You've got to. At the end of the day, there's a vanishing ferret, and he's telling you to leave it out. And are you really going to disappoint a ferret that can vanish? You don't know where he goes every time, alright? He could be where you least expect him, waiting to strike. And you're gonna wish you hadn't made an enemy that day. You can't stand Beaubergine up on the pressure plate. Not at this rate, whipping me with your tails. I'm getting your sparkles to come out of you and into me. And I want to know why. What's that doing? That's healing me. It's giving me healing. Interesting. I'm gonna sneeze, and I can't while fighting a dog that runs around real fast. I've got to be precision mode for something like that. You can't just swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. I've completely forgotten about you lot. With your funny guillotine hands. It's like a Wet n Voldo ad. You'll remember. You wear a little bladed hands, and you've got a swingy wall, you go swish. He would probably snoof around like all of this. Look, spinning around for all the circles. Spin around in all the circles, let's do the Mario all together now. But you know what they say, okay? Jaden Smith will find you if you cough. He can specifically locate coughing. Okay? Please believe me. It is the case, you see, that I did cough one time and Jaden Smith found me. And it was uncanny. And I did cough subsequently on another occasion, and Jaden Smith found me again. And I'm convinced Like, it has to be connected. Nobody else has come forward with evidence of his cough finding. But equally, like, there is no reason for Jaden Smith to meet me under any circumstances, really. Like, that's not an event that would happen naturally. And I don't think the cough summoned him necessarily. Because it did, like, it's not like he appeared instantly. But I had coughed both times. So, you know, what does he know? What's he picking up on that's allowing him to do that? The other thing that bothers me is, of course, like, why did he feel the need to come just because, like, he sensed the cough? Was he expecting someone else? Does he have no choice but to be drawn towards the cough? Is there something more sinister at play here? And to what extent is Jaden Smith a willing participant? I don't know that I want to find out. I think we need a big scientist to stop him. Or I just work it out, find out what he's doing. But none of the big scientists will take me seriously, because they're like, well, I coughed and Jaden Smith hasn't around me. And I'm like, yeah, but look, you fuck. I know what I saw. I don't want to believe that this is some elaborate conspiracy to get Jaden Smith to appear near me while coughing and then deny that it happened, but, you know, you're really leaving me very few other things to believe. Maybe he does it for a joke. Maybe he just picks someone at random and decides, right, I'm gonna gaslight you, essentially, by appearing near you. I've got to wait for you to cough, and then make my way there. That's an extraordinary time commitment that would take, though, you would have thought. Like, I thought he had a music career to be getting on with, to be honest. But no, apparently he can take time out of that to just fuck with people. And then I guess that the scientists also have to be in on it. How many scientists has he gotten to just play along with the bit? You'd think someone would rumble the ruse. I'm gonna have a word with the Ruse Rumblers Association. See if I can maybe get this put to bed once and for all. Somebody put Jaden Smith to bed, please. He needs to sleep. He's already doing jokes where he just startles a coughing man. He's gone loopy. He clearly, you know. You need to just shut your eyes for a bit. Just reset the energy. Eat his bones. And then again, are we at least close? Yeah, this is the place. The next room is going to be the one to do it in. Oh, fuck. Alright, tea cakes aplenty. Yeah, here we go. Down here's all we've got to do. Don't we like it? We appreciate that now in your basement. Alright. Oh wow, this is all sort of mossy. This has sort of got algae everywhere because it was previously underwater. The fish remain, but they would, wouldn't they? They've got to attack me. They can't very well attack me from a place I can't access, can they? Well, now it's finally their time to shine. This is when the fish come into their own. More fish. It's really a lot of fish I'm defeating. No, don't roll towards me. Oh, I've been barred from entry. The fish are keeping me away. Can you believe such a thing? What has a fish got to guard that's that important? Some sort of Chthonian secret. A ritual tablet that an octopus wrote. We don't know what an octopus is capable of. In fairness, they could be writing anything down there. We wouldn't know. Hiding themselves in a coconut, just writing whatever they fucking please. It's like, yeah, don't do the entire newspaper editorial team. Oh. Slips a first draft through the crack of the shell. So mysterious. Mysterious, majestic creatures. Oh! We're doing... Right. Turned you into your bee form. Now what do you want? You want axes or questions? I'm gonna put you off for a little while. And give Squistifer a minute of my time. Now what would you like? Swords. Swords and questions. Well, I've got swords at the moment, haven't I? So we'll sword you for now for a creature. You can barge around. I've got magma for you. Oh, you took quite the knock. You took quite a bonk on your brainium just from regular fish. I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? Just block. Just block for a little while. Defend yourself against all the fishy deceits of the world. Then you will level up through the process of all this. Simply withstand the barrage. The barrage of the salmon. Oh! They might swim upstream, but it's the last thing they'll ever do. I'll defeat every fish that comes near. Okay, I seem to have defeated every fish that came near. What a lovely sort of a wolf. A wolf with a lion mane. I don't quite know what your face is, but it's getting to be something. You're snooping through all of the pillars. Pillars of snoot. I'll get you. Stop. Stop going! Stop going at me with your fire. Come on now, be hit. Be hit properly. I may as well go through the one I'm stood next to. Mightn't I? Be odd to just walk back over when I've really no clue between the two of them what the difference is. Something has announced itself. It's just fish again. Surprise, surprise. Oh. I don't know that there are many new types of enemy from this point forward. It's mostly just leveled up versions of existing creatures. If the burglary guide is anything to go by, oh well, Willinston. Open the little case for me. Needs to be done. What are you? Blue object. Dark matter. I suppose it's... Oh, you're healing me. Thank you. But I've also got the sword blade for stop that needing to happen. What rewards lurk behind here? Is it just another... It's just another little bonus. A little bonus full of little bonuses. There's not going to be like an entire orchard. Or what are you? Maybe another aquamarine. I can steal that from any fish that's been here. Oh, chair though. We'll sit down on a lovely chair. It's a bit damp. That seems to be all that. Is that all that now? Whoa! So the only outstanding matter of business, I think, is to go down the terrible dream staircase. So if that's Dracula's castle that rose out of the sea, what was the abandoned castle that we were first in? Was that just an unrelated castle? I mean, it attached to like something that released Dracula's... It's Dracula's smaller castle. the entrance castle. You know, the castle you have before you get into the main one. It's like a castle foyer. It was really more of Dracula's conservatory. Did you just do a little curtsy? Fascinating. Eat some frogs, and then again. Come on to dance, through the far now. Somehow managed to get lost in a straight line. Oh, we seem to have got our wet secrets figured out, if nothing else. Oh, there's not like a little... Any bonuses? There's no bonuses there. No bonuses. Oh, that's all the bonus directions you could pick. There was none. Boh. Well then, muckaroo. No! You don't need iron-plated feet. What are you expecting to hit you in the toes right now? Hmm? What's gonna be bad enough that you need iron-plated feet about it? Explain it to me now, in great detail. If you want the resources for this, I'm gonna need you to, like, tell me why. Tell me why ain't nothing but a metal foot. Eat your gun. And then again. It's stuck in my head now. It's just that. There's just so much you can say in tune to that deliriously, you know? It's just sort of perfect for that, and I don't know that I could explain why. And he does the, yes! Alright. We have the artifact. Now it's... Whoa. I will sometimes disappear. I still, to be honest, don't know that you are high enough level to... You seem to be having a good enough time kicking them, just about it. Nobody else needs to be worried. Oh, Frederick's gonna join me in the nightmare chamber at this rate. Maximum occupancy is 3 people, so there's no reason for us to keep Frederick out, really. But who knows? Who knows what havoc it could wreak? Is there strictly any incentive for me to continue showing you this? Could I just really end here? Because I'm really just making my way back to the teleporter so that I can go... And it's not like you haven't seen what he's gonna turn into, ideally. Maybe there's not much of a point. You know? Maybe I can just say thank you for watching. And then... go to the breadbasket warehouse to buy a proper ending to the match. Oh, fuck that. Fuck all these. Oh, fuck your gods. Beneath the salt, go down the stairs again. Really got a long way to go in the aqueduct. It's quite extensive. They needed to move a lot of water to hide the castle in for the big dramatic reveal. Eat your neck. From side to side, come on, it's time for bed, look at Mario. Take your bones and go to sleep, stomp on my brain until you feel alright. What? Okay, I'm not equipped to unpack that one. I keep mistaking all these flags for dragons. And I feel like I've made that exact mistake previously. Suck the breath from Wolverine. Get him tonight and go do the Mario. There are so many ways we're discovering to do the Mario. I bet you're surprised. You didn't know it was that easy, did you? Like, almost any action you undertake can be interpreted as you having done the Mario. Really steams? It really steams many things. Mario has steamed a lot in his illustrious career. Cook your lunch, then die a death. Why is that one making me laugh? Oh, fuck, the purification wizard. I can just run past the skeletons, it's fine. Fuck me, that whole sentence. That whole sentence. That's like what a TV show that doesn't know what games are says will be in a game. I'll meet you down a pit later. But for now, goodbye. Who am I and why?